Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope all is well. Today I'm here with a new topic, brains, bodies and behavior. So let me put a question here and then let's get further with the answer. And with this answer we'll be able to understand the real sense of this topic. So the question is, did a neurological disorder cause a musician to compose bolero and an artist to paint it 66 years later? So let's see what is this question about. In 1986, Anne Adams was working as a cell biologist at the University of Toronto in Ontario, Canada. She took leave of absence from her work to care for a sick child, and while she was away she completely changed her interests, dropping biology entirely and turning her attention to art. In 1994 she completed her painting Unraveling Bolero, a translation of Maurice Ravel's famous orchestral piece onto canvas. This artwork is filled with themes of repetition. Each bar of music is represented by a lacy vertical figure, with the height representing volume, the shape representing note quality, and the color representing music's pitch, which is a hypnotic melody consisting of two melodial themes repeated 8 times over 340 musical bars. The theme in the painting repeats and builds, leading to a dramatic change in color from blue to orange and pink. A representation of Bolero's sudden and dramatic climax. Shortly after finishing the painting, Adams began to experience behavioral problems, including increased difficulty speaking. Neuroimages of Adams' brain taken during this time show that regions in the front part of the brain, which are normally associated with language processing, have begun to deteriorate, while at the same time regions of the brain responsible for the integration of information from the 5 senses were unusually well developed. The deterioration of the frontal cortex is a symptom of frontotemporal dementia, a disease that is associated with changes in artistic musical tastes and skills, as well as with an increase in repetitive behaviors. What Adams did not know at that time was that her brain may have been undergoing the same changes that Ravel had undergone 66 years earlier. In fact, it appears that Ravel may have suffered from the same neurological disorder. Ravel composed Bolero at age 53, when he himself was beginning to show behavioral symptoms that were interfering with his ability to move and speak. Scientists have concluded, based on an analysis of his written notes and letters, that Ravel was also experiencing the effects of frontotemporal dementia. If Adams and Ravel were both affected by the same disease, this could explain why they both became fascinated with the repetitive aspects of their arts, and it would present a remarkable example of the influence of our brains on behavior. Every behavior begins with biology. Our behaviors, as well as our thoughts and feelings, are produced by the actions of our brains, nerves, muscles, and glands. Although this lesson begins at a very low level of explanation, and although the topic of study may seem at first to be far from the everyday behaviors, but we all engage in a full understanding of the biology underlying psychological processes is an important cornerstone of your new understanding of psychology. We will consider throughout the audio how our biology influences important human behaviors, including our mental and physical health, our reactions to drugs, as well as our aggressive responses and our perceptions of other people. Okay, and particularly important for contemporary psychology because the ability to make your biological aspects of behavior, including the structure and functions of a human brain, is progressing rapidly. And understanding the biological foundations of behavior is an increasingly important line of psychological study. It is very important to understand this topic and to study our brain and its functions to get further in the field of psychology, to completely understand human behavior. Okay, let's get a little bit further. After that, we will skip to the other audios. So let's just talk a little bit more about the brain. The nervous system is composed of more than 100 billion cells known as neurons. A neuron is a cell in the nervous system whose function is to receive and transmit information. Neurons are made up of three major parts: a cell, body, or soma, which contains the nucleus of the cell and keeps the cell alive. A branching tree-like fiber known as the dendrite, which collects information from other cells and sends the information to the soma, and long segmented fiber known as the axon, which transmits information away from the cell body towards other neurons or to the muscles and glands. So I think this is enough topic for today to understand completely. I just want to make it easy to understand for all of you, and then we'll get further in future with the same topic with some of the details. Okay, so until the next audio, next lesson, take care. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.